Yesterday Delhi received the highest rainfall on that day from past 18 years. The day before yesterday I was riding towards Chandi Devi Mandir. Then also there were slightly drizzle. So I returned back without visiting Shiv Dham temple. Then I cleaned my bicycle and wiped it with dry cloth. Now I will spray some dehumidifier and anti-rust 3M liquid. So July has come to an end, and as expected the Pfizer vaccine is still not available for India, but crores of those vaccines are being distributed across Pakistan, Indonesia, Europe, Italy, Israel and other developing countries also. During November 2020 I pledged that I will wait for these vaccines until July only. But Moderna is also being manufactured under the same technique of mRNA. So I have right to opt between both of them. So obviously I will wait for another 10 or 15 days only. And if my enemies are still watching, even then, as a psychological cause, I will opt for Sputnik only. I will still not allow myself to get injected with Covishield, not because that I think that there are some harmful side effects, but due to non-branded nature of the product I will never opt for these kind of products. In all throughout my life I have utilized branded products only. Even the camera which I am using is at least distributed by any authenticated company, not as a kind of import without paying the custom duty, because other cameras which are non-branded may provide equivalent quality, but they will not satisfy my intent to buy branded products only. During 1992 also I bought a Sony music system, and it had a kind of a time alignment system through which stereophonic sound was distributed to tweeters. During those times that technology was indigenous and original by Sony Electronics only. Gradually Dolby 5.1 channel and 7.1 channel music systems evolved, but during those times it was much superior than other products which were available in the market, and it costed about 19,000 rupees on the same day when I received a dream. So I had already mentioned all these aspects of my life in the past also, and sometimes I used to consume alcohol just to make others convinced that I am rightness in nature. Gradually Truth Labs evolved and started promoting through their Facebook pages also, and some of the employees accepted my Facebook request also, but of course it was so obvious, being Indian community, they didn't interacted with me even for once. On the contrary, Converse, which is a much advanced and better company, providing invented products of a eye detect system, used to interact with me as a gentle cause or down to earth attribute. Proving that Indians are highly toxic and arrogant. So why should I keep on convincing on interacting with the or trying to contact forensic sciences? Even I registered a Facebook page also named Forensic Sciences, in which about 40 to 60 people are available, and most of them are forensic experts and students of forensic science. The most prominent problem of India is that they have inferior quality and wrongful intent. They can't be honest, and we can't have any faith on them. You can't trust them. They used to betray you, they will cheat you, they will try to grab money out of you, and they will provide you temptation. Okay, what kind of results do you want? Whether you want the positive results of the eye detect or lie detection test, or you want something favorable to you only. Whether you want honest reviews or whether you want results according to you, they will initiate the discussion through that way. That's why people don't have trust in Indian forensic sciences. Even if you will visit truth labs, they will say, okay, what kind of problems are you facing? Whether they are any premarital affairs, extramarital affairs, or any dishonesty from business partners, or do you want anything favorable from us? Okay, if you want to prove that your business partner has been behaving in a dishonest manner, we can do the same. You have to provide us 45,000. Otherwise, if you want a normal and honest review, you can provide us 10,000 or 20,000 only. And that's why you can't have any trust on these kind of forensic experts. After all, they are non-believers. Even Facebook is banning some groups in which some vulgar words were used. As a coincidence, those words were being used as garden tools, and when some members mentioned those words in the comment box, they started sending warning messages to the group admins. BBB is a kind of a mediator company or law firm which will act on the behalf of sufferer of these kind of troubles. They will send notices to Zuckerberg, they will send notices to several IT companies. On your behalf. But when a lot of time will be elapsed, you will start ignoring, and sometimes you will forget the complaint number also. Most of the enemies, your opposition or the people to whom you have complained, will start watching the process, because through your email they can fetch the details of the ongoing processes. A BBB is sending notices to Zuckerberg on behalf of Garden Tools Facebook group. The Zuckerberg team will also watch the process through their email IDs. So They don't have any password. It is so easy. You will type the email ID of the complainant, you can fetch the details. That's why it's very difficult to get justice, and they will keep on facing harassment by receiving or reading these kind of warning messages from Facebook team, and some of them will delete themselves, and they will start acting as nonsense people, and sometimes they will disregard the community and religious attribute, and sometimes they will become non-believers also, and it is also a benefit of these kind of fleshes. After all, they burn coal inside own garden and polluting the atmosphere. They used to spoil the surroundings, so they don't have shame. They used to send smoke to the neighboring houses just for heating one plate of kebab. They can burn about 1 quintal of coal. And Sputnik vaccine is still available everywhere in metro cities only. Even now it is not easy to get Sputnik vaccine in remote part of the country. And on the other hand, they claim that more than 900 million of Sputnik vaccines can be produced here only. Whether that quality will match the original one which is being bought from Russia or not, it is still objectionable, and many girls, many women are dying everywhere. Even 4-year-old boys and girls are dying just because of the vaccine. You can't claim also, you can't say anything against them, because moreover you will get a monetization message, you will get a warning message that this post, these kind of words are against your community guidelines. Even the artificial intelligence of YouTube and other social networking sites will easily find out your words. Even if you will interact with Cleverbot, they using any kind of IP address, you need different kind of Android or iPhone or different mobiles, different IMI, different GPRS connection, they will identify, the artificial intelligence robot will identify you. Similarly, it is not difficult for them to find out what kind of thinking you are possessing, whether you are hesitating, whether you are anti-national, or whether you are fond of buying branded products, including branded pharmaceutical medicines, or you have arrogance in mind. Or you can compromise with lower quality if you have links with girlfriends or boyfriends, or whether you are performing bigamy, then we will compromise with the lower products, or whether you are in desperate need to behave socially, or whether you can't allow yourself to prevent from visiting your friends' houses or crowded places, then you will opt for lower quality products also. Otherwise, what is the need to get yourself vaccinated and infected with these kind of viruses load, who will not attack the spike proteins of the real virus? We will just wait for your immunity only, just try to experiment with your immunity, whether that is up to an international mark or whether that is suitable enough to defend. The antibodies produced in your body will fight the real coronavirus when it will appear. Till then you will wait mercilessly, helplessly, and accept the external fluid in your body, which will keep on circulating in your bloodstream for no reason, just for the sake of those scientists, just for the sake of those doctors, just for the sake of those greedy pharmaceutical companies. You are accepting any external fluid, and what benefit you will get. Otherwise also you were working at home only, otherwise also you didn't had any employment, otherwise also you weren't able to fight with the corrupt, otherwise also your reputation doesn't matter bother for these kind of rich and prosperous companies, and you were slave to those leaders only. Otherwise also you are slaves. Why will you opt for these kind of products? Why are you compromising with your own life? And there are several websites like Clever Mom, or I should not name them. You can search in Google also. So people are thinking that I am waiting for the new products from abroad because I am arrogant enough, because I don't have any knowledge of products, because I am fearless, because I don't have social connection, because I don't have because I am helpless, I have lost hope in my life, I can't get success. That's why I am not opting for vaccines, and I don't have any eligibility also, I don't have any talent also. I am here to wait for the destiny, I am here to wait for the God who will appear in front of me and provide a special kind of product for me only. Why don't you understand? Because you are being tortured, you are being harassed, you are being exploited. They are not allowing the vaccines just because they want the product shortage, just because they want to convince you again and again that they are the ones who provided you permission. They are the ones who are facilitating these companies, who are sending some kind of know-how, some kind of product information from abroad. They are the ones who visited Oxford AstraZeneca companies and procured or bought these kind of medications, or they don't even know what kind of IUPAC names of the gels which are being inserted and being injected in you. They are not even aware what kind of viruses, whether they are inactive or not, whether they are really suitable for your bodies, whether these chimpanzee vaccines, these chimpanzee viruses are good for your body. They don't bother also. Moreover, they don't have any genes, they don't have their real genes. These leaders' wives are indulged in bigamy. They don't know that whether the siblings which were born 10, 5 or 2 years ago are possessing the same DNA of their heritage or their own family tree was born. That's the main problem, because they don't have any trouble, they don't have any concern for your blood, they don't have any concern for the DNA structure which will be manipulated also. Your DNA structure will be completely hampered for all generations to come when you will be injected with real inactive viruses. Whether they are inactive or not, they will remain in your bloodstream, they will remain in your genetic code forever, for all time to come. And if you don't have any intention to marry second wife, if you don't have any girlfriend, then the people will really mock at you, because you are not accepting just because of your own knowledge, because you are believing that way, because you don't have any information. They will think that you don't have any information, but in spite of that, you should realize, you should keep in mind that mRNA vaccines are totally different from the real viruses, real inactive viruses. If no company is able to copy, no company is able to get the knowledge from those scientists, it's not the fault of the people, it's not the fault of the victims, it's not the fault of the nations, it's not the fault of the WHO. They don't have capacity, they don't have intent, they don't have that much vocabulary to interact with those scientists, and why should they provide them? If they succeeded to develop anything, why should they provide you that much know-how? When you are ready to destroy your own genetics, when you are accepting that you are slaves of these kind of leaders who will not even survive for few decades. The whole leadership, the whole genetic tree will be transformed for all time to come. There will be no parliaments, no structure of army, no different kind of leadership. There will be one international identification. There will be no nations. There will be no boundaries. After a gap of about 50 or 75 years, there will be international monitoring on each and every person. There will be lie detector systems. There will be truth labs everywhere scattered in each and every part of the world. And the whole system of supply and procurement will transform into a totally different kind of structure. Even then, when your next 4 generations will test themselves, they will easily find what kind of vaccines they were being injected forcibly by these kind of leaders, and they will curse you. They will curse you, their own ancestors. And that's why slowly these international leaders are pumping various kinds of brands in front of you, as if any African indigenous community is being provide knowledge for the rest of the world. After all, these kind of non-believers fleshes are existing in this world, which has reached up to a brink of total extinction.